will you please marry me? Yes, you will? Yes. Ah, good, she said yes. Well, good, because we can get a bunch of these Stephanotis Hawaiian wedding flowers for the bouquet. Now what it is, this is a Stephanotis. This is a tropical vine. It comes from Madagascar, called Magascar Jasmine, also known as the the Hawaiian wedding flower, because it's oftentimes used, these flowers are oftentimes used in the wedding bouquets. They kind of grow into these perfect little shaped bouquets with these pure angelic wedding white flowers that they don't have that like intense jasmine fragrance that some people don't like. I don't know why I did that facial expression. I love that intense jasmine fragrance. But this is a little bit more mellow, low-key fragrance. And out here in Southern California, it grows nicely as this, vigorous outdoor vine that's covered with flowers that are fragrant from like May to October. But for the rest of us, mostly we would be growing them as an indoor plant in a little, 12 to 18 inch container with something to climb up. This is climbing up, what is this even climbing up? This is really just climbing up the side of this structure right here. And you can see that it's a really thick, vigorous climbing vine. Now, it's a really easy plant to grow. When you're growing it in a container, it's nice because you really water it about once a week. You give it a little bit of fertilizer in the beginning of summertime, and it's a plant that inside the home, you don't need to give it that full southern exposed window. What I keep mine growing in a western exposed window, and the afternoon sun seems to be just enough. Now, when you're growing it as a houseplant inside, it's probably gonna take 2 or 3 years before you'll get that nice flower action. This thing is probably 30, 40 years old. I'm not sure, but you can just tell from the thickness of this trunk that it's been growing here for a while. So as a houseplant that produces flowers and is a vigorous grower with gorgeous glossy green foliage, it's really a stunning plant to add to your indoor houseplant collection. Or I like to call it like a outdoor plant in the summer, indoors in the winter time, because you can grow it outside in the summertime, and then when the nights start to dip around like 50 degrees, you bring it inside and you get to enjoy all of that extra summer growth that occurred while it was outside under the nice natural sunlight. But in terms of vines, it's a pretty easy plant to grow. And you can see they'll grow for years and years and years. Around here in California, you'll find it in some of the most nice little areas around town where the gardeners have really wanted to add something that's different, unique, but also fragrant and absolutely stunning with these beautiful white flowers. Anyways, this is the Stephanotis, also known as the Magascar Jasmine or the Hawaiian Wedding Flower.